Panfofolino.
This is good. I see everyone on red.
Red. No, like is red, and you're full green for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bit of a lag spike.
Could
It's
you
not going back
maybe
up though.
put the Twitch on and you see comments there? Because maybe it will help my connection. I don't know what's going on.
Is it gone just to red, like fully red for you?
Yeah, everything is red, but I'm...
Yeah, I see the stream, it's red, but you want me to comment?
No, I mean if you see somebody commenting something there and...
I can I can have the chat open, it's fine.
Also on my PlayStation. Okay, now it's getting better. Guys.
Who's this is the first time I've ever had to criticize anyone else for their internet issues.
Oh, now I get my cell phone green, that's good.
That's good. You're still red for me, I don't know.
I see you in 2 bars.
2 bars, you're 1 bar for me, that's strange. A lot of people are green for me, but it's fine.
Something on my end now, but I think the stream will be okay anyway.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I see a lot of people in green, so...
Gonna actually check fast if there's something... Downloading now.
Thanks, show, for saying us good luck. We'll need it. Thank you, Kuba. And we're getting away now, as we've got a few people readying up. Was Random Serious not in D2?
Not sure. Maybe he was testing his wings there, I'm not...
Yeah, he looked pretty good. Yeah, we should be good. Can anyone confirm in the live chat whether my mic is good, please? Because sometimes it's a bit lower in stream.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to OFR D3 Race 1, and we are in Mexico, and today in commentary box with me is AJ. Hey AJ.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, good.
Good.
Like always. Not always, but good still. They have trial. Well, they have try race every time, yeah.
And no one's out on track yet. We've had 30 seconds worth of the session so far, and no one seems to go out. So maybe just waiting for some more grip to lay out on the track, and hoping to set the fastest lap are these 17 drivers. And it's going to be good. Hopefully everyone keeps it clean, and we have a really good qualifying session and a good race. 18 laps around here, and hopefully not many people will be caught out by the S's, as that's probably the most difficult part of the
Only
track.
one guy fitted mediums, it's Mickey Bast.
Ooh. I think I did a 25% race a couple of days ago, and they want it on the soft compound tyres. You want to be pitting around lap 8. That's about the optimum time to pit. Maybe a little bit earlier for some people who are wanting an undercut, but they'll have to suffer the consequences of the last couple of laps on the mediums. But do you have any more info on which tyres people are on?
Yeah, I was supposed to ask from you that if you start on mediums, do a few laps, can you finish the race on softs, or?
Yeah, you can do it. I think. Oh, do you mean like if there's a safety car lap 1?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because in the 50% races, we couldn't see anyone going any further than lap, what was it, like 12, I think was
Okay.
the latest someone pitted on softs. So
I was just thinking if someone starts on mediums, they might suffer if the safety car comes out.
yeah, and you don't really want to be on hards around here. Even though they're durable and good in the 50%, it's completely different when you have half the amount of laps.
We are GG. You had a good first race in GT Sport League. P7.
Yeah, P7. That's always a really good position to start off with. GT Sport. I haven't really done many laps in GT Sport, but compared to the F1 cars, they just feel a lot heavier and a lot less downforce.
So
And I
Karkaka
found it difficult.
Presada is on hot lap.
Exactly. Oh, nice. And where is he? He is coming into turn 1 now. You want to cut a little bit of the turn 1, 2 and 3. Not too much, otherwise you'll get an invalidation. Going down the back straight now, the ERS is wide open in ERS mode 5. Braking for turn 4, you want to be braking at the 100 meter board. Going into turn 4 and does that pretty nicely. Going into first gear and then back up to second gear for some traction on the exit. Going through the awkward hairpin and going now, running down to the S's, which is a nice bit of the track, but very easy to get it all wrong and getting the line wrong, because it costs you probably around a second here, and doesn't get an invalidation, so that's always good for Pesada. And we'll be braking just after the 100 meter boards into sector 3 now, and going through the stadium section now. Does that pretty nicely, going into the awkward right-hander, into the penultimate corner, and then on the line to the ultimate and final corner. And let's see what lap it is. It's a 17.8, which is not a bad lap at all for a banker, and he'll get
David Johnson.
Nice jump from him there. Over a second quicker, 1.3. So he'll be one to look out for as well.
That's the wrong car.
As Random Sirius. Also only a 10th behind Elvind. And yeah, hopefully. Oh, and Alicade with a 16.8, which is also a really good lap. So all the drivers so far are pretty competitive, and definitely ones to look out for.
We see Griffin now entering the stadium.
Griffin is going through the stadium, through the last corner, and onto the run to the line. Let's see what kind of lap he puts in. He's going to bring up the rear of the field, but still only 4/10 off, so maybe a couple of mistakes to iron out on his second flying lap.
Malina takes that P10 for now.
Yep, and we've still got quick guys behind. Mickey, we know he's quick, and we also know that there's other people such as Dat Roland, who I believe had a podium in Japan last time, I think.
Proctor at GP took the P2.
Oh, that's a really good lap, as he's just under a 10th behind Elvind. We have a yellow flag sector 2. I think that's just people slowing down on their own lap.
Yeah, Yoto is finishing his lap now.
Oh, where's he on now?
Then I think it's Kupa Malina next. But no, Kupa is speeding actually.
I think it was Elvind in the pits.
There is a Garrett.
Garrett
taking the last corner now.
Oh, let's see what he's done. He's invalidated it, so it won't count. But it's a 20.6, which isn't too competitive. But hopefully he can definitely improve on that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter if you're outside the top 10 here, because you've got to expect a safety car lap 1 every single time, not just in this league, but in any other league that's 25%. It's just so difficult to get out the first couple of corners clean, since it is so tight into turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3. There's not enough room for 2, 3 wide into those corners. So expect a safety car, but you never know. You could. I would always want to start on a set of soft tyres here.
Yeah, I think now everybody's. Well, Karkaka is going for he's on an out lap now. Everyone else is either in lap or in a pit. Also Void is on an out lap, but I think he's first or no. Okay.
Got a couple people going out for their out lap again, such as Void,
Yeah.
Random Serious, and La.
Yeah, I think first
And
is
Pizzada.
Karkaka and then Void and then the others.
I'm glad you can pronounce Karkaka a lot better
Karkaka.
than me.
I have no idea how it's pronounced, but
Yeah, I had no idea going into, I think it was Italy. I was clueless, so I just called him Pizzada instead. And yeah, I think, yeah, Griffin's coming into the pits. And Garrett, I think he did go for another run, but he's bringing up the rear of the field. And that was on a second flying lap, so I think he can definitely improve a lot before the end of the session. We have just under 10 minutes to go in the session, and we've got Dat Roland, who has not gone out yet, so
that was a close for
maybe
invalidation for Karkaka, but seems to do better job in the first 3 corners than last lap. Let's see how much he's in front.
he hasn't validated, so he's actually turned down his ERS a bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, but it didn't show red on the track map, but it's no worries. So we cannot jump on his teammate Void and let's see how he's doing.
He's come through the awkward hairpin and going into the S's now, which is arguably the most difficult part of this track. You want to get the line completely right through here, which it seems like he's got a nice chunk of curb through every single one of those S corners. And now crossing the second sector line with a 57. Not sure if that's competitive, but it didn't come up purple. So not really expecting first position for right now, and he has invalidated his time through the awkward hairpin in sector 3, and going through the final corner he will pit in, and that's unfortunate for Void.
Yeah, VR, I think there is no 25% races where hard tire is so good for you.
No, not unless it's really high deg, which I don't think any of the tracks are, except from, his Random Serious goes top by 4/10 of a second. That's good luck from him. We're sorry that we missed that. And yeah, he's going to turn down his ERS and go for his last run. And I'm surprised how early he's put in that lap. As now, can we expect a 15? And we have a 15 from Ali Cade.
Nice job. I'm expecting Mickey now. See what he can do after trying those mediums first a little.
Let's see. And he's coming through the first sector line, and he's 7/10 up on his time. So if he can carry on like this, he will already be 12th, but I'm expecting him to improve, as it was a purple first sector for him. And he's going to go through the S section now.
Didn't take any curb outside there.
Yeah, you can take loads of curb there, it seems. And you can take loads of curbs, but he decided not to.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of understeer, so...
1.9 seconds front.
Oh, this could be a really good lap from him. And estimated around P6, so... good showing so far, but... can always improve more as he comes through the final section now. Onto the line, and what time will it be? It's a 16.3, so it's P5 lap for him. Good lap, and he'll go for another run. Not sure who's the next Williams driver, as we got Elvin off and into the barrier. He's got no front wing, and he'll have to come to the pits. And he was really lucky there to keep his front tyres.
Jota Yusu now entering the stadium and on a hot lap. There is a little bit traffic, but Eivind gave room.
That's good. And he's coming through the final corners now. Turns in for the right-hander and going through to cross the line. What time is it going to be? It's 16.6. and that is enough for P7. So I think he gained a position out of that.
Yeah, where is Mr.
That's
Sante? He's usually always in the stream.
Mr. Santi. He's
Yeah.
not here.
No, usually he's the first one who comments something, but
I'm upset.
yeah, it's not the same without him. Uh, that Roland trying to get a lap time, he's having really low ERS. And we are getting a little worried. I think Penguin, they survive a lot, so he's able to improve a little.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think we've got Void on a hot lap.
yeah,
There might be people before him. So is
there was.
J-Boy on a hot lap, I
I'm on
believe.
Void
Yeah,
now. There
J-Boy's coming
was.
around the final corner.
Yeah, he had a
And let's
kind of
see
low
what time he
ERS.
can put in. Yeah, he's got very low ERS, but he improves by 2/10
Right.
and doesn't gain him a spot as Asher goes to the top by 2/10 of a second. And it was a second lap on those tyres. So he will be able to come in for another
And
lap.
Void had invalidation, I think. VC McGriffin in the last corner.
Where is he pretty there?
And he didn't get a time there.
Maybe invalidated, maybe.
There's a little bit traffic front of one Fotolino now.
I'm not sure what Void's going for here with that low ERS. I think he's just going to go in for his in-lap. As we've got quite the kerfuffle into the first sector. There's about 6 cars.
Oh, there is a lot of good eye from these guys on the right side. Always nice to see people giving room for the guys on a hot lap.
Look like everyone's going slowly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Good to see people paying attention. It's not always been like that, and that shows that people are improving and getting know the game.
Yeah.
Really rarely, I can't remember a single time when somebody has hold me on oh damn, on a hot lap, and oh damn, that was a big one.
And Fofo.
Fofo, are you okay?
Off. Yes, he's fine. We've got confirmation he's fine.
But that's always good to hear. No, that looks scary.
And yeah, that's unfortunate for him, as I'm sure he probably could have gone quicker, as I have seen him go a lot quicker in other races in D3. And yeah, that's just unfortunate. I've had it plenty of times, and you just need to try and get up there in the race and get stuck in.
So who's next finishing a hot lap? I think almost everyone is on an in lap or in a pit. So we're gonna go with Proctor GP if he can improve his P3.
I think the next one cross line will be Elvin, so
right,
he hasn't validated, so I don't know. I think it might be Proctor, so you were right the whole time.
Alright.
See through the S's section now, and take a nice line through there, taking a dot curb on the outside, doesn't run too wide. Now he's set a purple, and it's about 1/10 improvement through the middle sector, so that won't put him up a pace, but it'll make him have a more comfortable gap to Random Sirius. Going through the final sector now, can he improve on his position? He's understeered wide, going through the final corner. What time's it going to be? It is not an improvement. That is surprising. Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe that understeer
looking
cost
clean.
him.
Yeah. Dempsey's hot lap. Toro Rosso Karkka started a hot lap. What about the Ferrari? Random Series, he's on an out lap also. Yotoyusu is in a pit, so it's J-Boy in out lap. What about Renault driver? It's current pole holder. He's on an out lap also. But I think Karkka.
No, it's not Karkka.
No, he's really low ERS. Yeah, it's Void is on outlap also, so we're gonna go to random series and see what he can do.
Nice. Let's see. Why don't you take us through the lap then?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see as he comes through turn 3 and cuts it quite nicely there. And let's see what the improvement is through sector 1. And I think it is a 3/10 improvement so far. So he's definitely on for P3 as Amir goes third
Nice
place
lap.
with a 15.9. That's a good lap from the Mercedes driver. And Random Series going through
A
a quick
little wide
left-hand
there.
turn, cuts it and invalidates. So that's unfortunate for him. And he's just going to decide to do a Dr. Robot from V2 yesterday and cut the S's.
I missed that.
You missed it.
J-Boy.
Uh,
He's coming to the
he's
stadium.
Yep, he is about a tenth down on his lap. He's going to come through the hairpin and sees the fans on the left and right hand side, and looks like he's going to come through the final corner. Takes a nice line through there and doesn't stick to the inside, so maybe losing a bit of time. And he actually goes 4 tenths slower, so lost quite a lot of time through. Um, what corner was it? I think it was the hairpin. He lost quite a lot of time in.
So,
Um, Roy,
HSHA improved his no, he didn't improve, but he finished the lap.
I think there might be a bit of a glitch on my timing screens. No, I think everyone's gone through now. There was a bit of a glitch with like checkered flag because I think Void crossed the line, and for me it said the time was over. So just a bit of a
Hold
timing
on.
glitch there.
Mickey passed in the last few corners now.
We've also got Joe Jitsu
That was
spinning through the final corner, and now we're going to see what Mickey can do. He goes P6,
yeah, he
so
lost a
not
couple
a
of
bad
tenths in
lap
the
for him.
last corner, but I think it's Lorry in a stadium. Yeah.
Overall, really good lap from Mickey. And we've got La coming through the final corner now. He crosses the line and he goes P7. He jumps a few drivers and improves by 4 tenths
And
on his
Void.
final lap. And we've also got Void coming through the final corner.
Did they
And
keep it on hot lap all the whole lap because they run so low on ERS, or what do you think? Why they have, or they just did the in lap also with the
think it
higher?
might, yeah, I think it might just be to do with.
No one's
It's
on the
really
lap
difficult
anymore.
to control. Yeah, I think it's just people the animation of pits.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got Void. Toro Rosso having some great times being rolled back into the pits along with Johto Jitsu.
It was a
So,
lot of good
Asha.
times. Interesting to see.
Yeah,
I hope
Asha.
they get through the first few corners clean and then they can focus on race.
Absolutely. I was not expecting that many drivers to come through, or 3 drivers to be in the 115s. That's
Yeah.
really good. And I forgot the pole time from yesterday in D2, but I'm pretty sure they're really competitive for those. So,
And what about
Asha.
D1?
D1 was a 14s and 15s,
Six.
so actually
Yeah,
really
fifth.
competitive. So Hasha gets P1 in the Renault, Ali Cade P2, Amir P3, Proctor P4, Mickey Pass P5, Random Series P6, La P7, Johto Jitsu P8, Elvin P9, Void P10, J Boy P11, Kakaka P12, Garrett P13, Van Fofolino P14, Dat Roland P15, Griffin P16, and Kuba Molina running off the rear of the grid. And that was a really interesting qualifying. Let's see what the drivers can do in the race.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to be patient in the first few and just wait till the first lap is done and then start working
Yeah,
for overtakes.
absolutely. And this is where the drivers will be getting their race setups ready, which is really important because qualifying the race setup is a lot different, but you need to compromise in the qualifying setup because there's a few things that you cannot change, such as ride height and stuff like that, which really changes through qualifying to the race. And you can only really change your front wing, your bias, and I've forgotten what else you can really change. You can't really change much
Not
at
much.
all.
What do you usually do
Yeah.
with it? You change front wing a little higher when the race starts, yeah?
I go a little bit lower because it's a lot more important to get the straights. So say if you're in front and you're trying to defend, you really need straight line speed
Yeah.
to defend. So I'll
What
either
wings
flip
you
it up
think
by
is the
one.
most popular on the grid at the moment?
Sorry?
What wings you think that people are... What is most popular for these drivers? They're using
Um,
3.6, 3.47, 2.6.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it'll be like 3.6, 3.5, something like that.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
For
you want to
example,
be
I was using
changing
2.6.
2.6.
Yeah.
That's
But I went
yeah,
down on the
that's
differential, so the car turns off throttle and on throttle a little bit more, but...
yeah, I wasn't 100% sure. I haven't done too much practice because, as you know, I've had some connection issues. So, kind of been taking a break from all that and trying something new in the
Yeah.
F1 game. But
I just wanted to put some
I
salt in your wound, sorry about that.
don't worry. As we do have Robot, is he back? I'm not 100% sure. He went to get food. Hopefully he's back now, but probably not. But the drivers are halfway through their formation lap, and Asher seeming to be a little bit more urgent to get the formation lap done. Maybe he's got his tyres in the optimum place and he kind of wants to just hurry up and get it over and done with. But we have got a few drivers on the grid. I think it's Mickey and Lara. I'm sorry if I botched that name. It's really sorry. It's just
Uh,
me.
you can send them the lights go on and off.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, how do I do it again now? Come on.
That's
I
what I was
forgot on the
thinking.
OFR way. You got lost.
Oh
You
yeah.
got that
I gave to
hamburger.
that handmade self-made map. You know how you find your way there and back here, but didn't help. I see.
It has. We've got 3 lights. We've got 4 lights. We've got 5 lights. It's lights out for the. Oh, it's not lights out. The driver's still there.
Lights are broken.
It's broken. And it's lights out for the OFR race 1 in Mexico. Seems like Hasha got a good start, but Ali Cade is right side by side. And going into turn 1, we've also got Amir and Proctor trying to get to the lead. But we've got the Alfa Romeo going down the inside.
Oh.
Doesn't quite get it moved done. And we've got everyone running wide, and we've got the Williams of Ali Cade going sideways into turn 1. And I don't know what happened there. I think he just got tagged, and we've got a VSC at the start of this Grand Prix.
I
mean,
think I saw a few overtakes under yellow flags. I'm not sure.
we've got Amir going seriously slowly,
Yeah.
and it's got a 5-second penalty with
No. Yeah.
Zara. So having such a good start really cost him his. Oh, that's unfortunate for all of them. Ali Cade also getting a penalty, and Ali Cade probably getting the worst start out of everyone, being sideways just coming out of turn 1. And I think he might have just got clipped on the rear, but Miki Plast and Hasha seem to be unaffected by the whole incident. And you can see when the virtual safety car will go out, we'll see Hasha trying to drive off in the distance. And I think they patched the safety car, the virtual safety car, where you could go just over the limit when and now we're lights out. But what I was saying was you could go a little bit over the delta when it said virtual safety car engine, but I think they patched that. So Hasha is away and we've got a few drivers in the pits, as such as Proctor, Joto Jitsu, Random Sirius. So both the Ferraris are in, and Garrett. And it was a chaotic start, and now these drivers really are hoping for a safety car to bring them back in it.
There's a good battle between Griffin and Culpa Malina now.
Let's see. And Griffin also wants to.
But takes the
Griffin,
inside and locks.
that was almost textbook,
Oh.
and now Cuba Molina attacks the rear end of Griffin, but hopefully they both got away with it pretty well.
Griffin
Cuba
was
Molina
lucky there that he didn't spin because of that contact.
Yeah, I think it wasn't Griffin. I think Cuba Molina understeered a bit wide.
Yeah.
Or maybe just getting on throttle a bit too early.
Culpa might have some damage now. He's going really slowly here.
Who?
Culpa Malina, I know. His wings are good still.
Yeah, I think most people's front wings are okay so far. I've got a really nice camera view going through the hairpin.
You got a nice camera view?
I got a really nice camera view.
I think
like,
I got the
it was on
worst ever. I
apex.
had never seen so bad camera view. There is Amir most likely getting an easy overtake on Griffin on the main straight.
We've got both Red Bulls in and the assisted team of Void Edwards, and they're all putting on their front wing, but Cuba Molina really being the loser out of this pit stop, as he's had to wait for his teammate, and they need to grab a new front wing, I believe.
Proctor also, he was kinda high after quali and now he already pitted on hards.
Cuba Molina really losing tons of time, and he's almost basically last now. He's just got Dr. Haas behind him.
Yeah, he had damage in his pitting.
I don't think Cuba Molina did not have damage, because I watched the pit, and he didn't have damage. He just wanted to get an early undercut, but clearly he's just not worked out at all. As yeah, he's 17th out of 18, and he's 9 seconds off the back of Ali Cade.
That Roland overtaking J-Boy here.
Ooh,
Easy and nice overtake.
Really nice move from him there. And yeah, it's been a really nice start, especially for Griffin, who's gone up 10 places, and the biggest loser out of all of this battle for the first 4 laps is Ali Cade, losing 13. And we've got Void Edwards round at the S's, and that's unfortunate for him, as he was already behind after that pit stop. So yeah, and the bottom 9 drivers have all pitted so far, and first to 9th are all yet to pit. So Proctor in a pretty good position so far. He's pitted once, but he does have wing damage actually, so maybe not in a good position. And
I'm really close to Karkaka, and they're closing up the stadium.
And going through the S's, a lot of dirty air through here. It's almost horrible going through here. And on the run down, the sector 2 line is there, and breaking now into the stadium section. And yeah, going through the hairpin now, coming out of the hairpin. Nice run from Amir, and I think Amir will want to be getting this done down this front straight, and he'll get a double dose of DRS.
And he's running soft,
straight as well.
while Karkaka is on mediums.
Alright, that's a little bit of strategy. So Karkaka was expecting no sort of safety car, as we've got a yellow flag sector 2 and 3, so I wasn't sure who that is. It might have been a Ferrari. It looked like it was a Ferrari, but I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, everything's starting to calm down as La actually takes P2, so Mickey Pass actually making a small mistake there.
Yeah, he went really wide.
Costing himself P2. And now La will be wanting to pull away and chase after Asher.
When do you think Karkaka might be pitting over, or did he already?
He has not pitted, and
yeah,
I reckon around lap 10, maybe lap 9-ish, because that's about how many laps the softs go, and that's when you want to be putting them on. and I think we'll see Hasha, La, and Amir. We'll see all of them in the pits pretty soon in the next 3 laps. So, actually, I think the mediums might actually go the same distance as the softs in a 25% race because of how much of a difference the soft tyres are. Not really sure, because as we saw in the D1 race, it was quite overcast and people were struggling to get
Yeah.
temp into those tyres, and the tyre wear didn't seem to be that bad, whereas in the D2 race we saw a lot of people overheating their tyres and spinning, so
It's
not sure if that
always
is a...
hard when we get overcast weather, and usually people practice on a clear weather mostly, and if they do wet practice, they do it in time trial. So when we
Exactly.
enter the lobby and get overcast, it's really hard. So it's much recommended that you do some practice with custom weather and try everything out.
Yeah, I've seen a few drivers struggle into the intermediates, especially because they were practicing time trial on the wet compound, and there's more of a difference between inters and wets compared to inters to
Hashasha
dries.
leading already by 4 seconds. That wasn't the way I was supposed to pronounce it. HS
I think it's Hasha. I don't know.
Hasha, like an Asha.
Sure,
Hasha.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Asher.
Um,
But,
yeah, but he's dominant so far, and the car behind him isn't even for position.
yeah, I think closest battle we have is Dr. Haas, 93. He's 5 tenths behind Carrot.
Let's see. And he's going to be going through the S's with a nice amount of speed. And Go Jiu-Jitsu picking up a penalty. We've got Kuba Molina leaving the session after a DNF. Down.
Oh,
I think
unlucky.
he retired in the pits and his car's come out on track, which is... they need to patch that for F1 2020.
Yeah.
Because it's just really annoying when
Yeah.
drivers come
I
out
think my
with
car
no
did
fault of their
actually
own.
kind of same thing in D1 race because of my connection issues.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
Garrett is actually right on the back of that low Roland as he dives down the inside and he gets hit, and that's Garrett round.
yeah,
Garrett,
that was his
I
bad.
think that was... Yeah, he just got to... As we have Hasher pitting. Hasher's in the pits and he is putting
Actually
on
jump
the
on
medium
him and see.
compound, and yep, as maybe coming on 1 lap earlier than some of the other drivers. As I was thinking lap 8, and I think many other drivers are thinking that too. But I think Hasher's just hoping, no safety car, let me just pull away in this Grand Prix,
If it,
as Dr. Haas
and he
gets
got
3 seconds.
kind of clean air here. There is one car in front of him, around in 2 seconds,
Yeah, I don't
but
think it should affect him. It shouldn't affect him, as he
yeah,
should be pitting in soon. Will
Griffin, yeah,
Griffin.
coming in I think in takes a lap or next.
Now, I really want to talk about Ali Cade, who's on the hard compound. So, do you think that was a mistake, or do you reckon he was thinking on lap 1 that the mediums just wouldn't make it to the end?
He's kind of new in league racing, so I would say that he just went on hards and thought that they are the best option, even though mediums could maybe last 17 laps, 16 laps, but...
I mean, as we can see, he's doing a really good job of keeping up
Yeah.
with Toro Rosso, so maybe the hard tyre wasn't so bad, because obviously they won't really...
Top 2 pitted and Amir took the lead for now.
Nice
I don't
job.
think overcut works here, so...
No, the overcut's quite bad, especially on the soft compound tyre, since it's a bit like every other track. As soon as the softs go out of the range of speed or delta, they just really fall off quickly.
Yeah.
And we see that in league races, especially in China, when the first 3 laps are like 2 seconds quicker per lap sometimes, but then as soon as it reaches 3rd, 4th lap, they just completely drop off, and no driver can, not even the esports guys can can show that. And Amir doing a really good job. Obviously haven't pitted yet, but I think she'll come out around P3, P4 provisionally before Kaka hits. He's on medium compound, so if there's a safety car now, he will be the most set out of anyone. So I'm not sure he'll be pitting next, so we'll ride on board with Amir and see if he
Happened there.
is pitting, and he will be pitting. And we're going to see if Kaka will pit as well, because it wouldn't be a bad time to pit, really. And he doesn't pit, so we'll carry on for maybe a lap or two. We'll see where Amir is, as I think he's serving a penalty. So, yeah, I did realise that he did get a 5-second penalty at the start of the race, as Hasha does the fastest lap of the race with an 18.5. Very good lap from him on the medium compound, no less. Sneaky past, goes into P4 provisionally, and he will be P3 by the time that Hazard pits or Kaka. And as you could see, Dr. Haas and Dat Roland still in battle together. As we've got Griffin, who was spun. Was it Garrett that spun? I wasn't not 100% sure who spun. But he's in DRS range now. We've got Garrett retiring. Any info on that? I'm not really sure what that was. I think he retired on track, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a stadium.
I see. Yeah, a bit of he could have carried on for a little bit longer to retire in the pits. A little bit of
So did BC Griffin. He actually did it on pits.
He did it in the pits. So at least he did it in correct places. We've got Prezada now in the pits, so he will be carrying out these soft compound tyres right to the end, and we need to see how he does throughout this Grand Prix, because he's got the tyre, he's got everything, and he will come out ahead of Mir. No, he won't. Not quite. He comes out in P7. So yeah, I think he lost a bit of time to the guys ahead. But now this is where he'll be in his prime. This is where he'll gain all the positions over the top 6 drivers, and maybe come out with a podium, and we'll see the penalty situation later on. And we've got Van Fufalino, who is right up behind Arcade, and obviously Prezada overtake Jojo Jutsu.
Proctor GP, he's gonna have a hard time to keep Karkaka behind him.
Yeah, with that hard compound, which he put on in lap 1, so yeah, he definitely will. And I mean, you can't fault the guy. He's done a pretty good job of catching back up with the
same
top 5
Allicade
drivers. Yeah, absolutely. They're really having a good shot at these drivers after having really bad starts on the hard compound. And Banfolino looks like he's got the pace.
Really hard after a bad start, you know, it's you lose positions, and mentally it's even harder, you know, you lose I don't say motivation, but you can't be calm anymore, and you might be a little angry and focus on wrong things. And
yeah, focus is the main thing here. You don't want to crash into other drivers, and you know, it's really easy to do when you're angry. And
yeah, Allicade will have a lot of defending to do on Fotolino now.
Well, it looked like Foffolino lost the rear end in the braking zone going into turn 1, and it looked like it cost him almost DRS ranges. That Roland also retires in the pit lane, and yeah, it doesn't.
We keep catching Lorry a lot here in the stadium.
Yeah,
he extends in few sectors.
And yeah, we could see an overtake, and we'll also see Amir come through as he set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix last time round. Obviously Griffin leaves the game. Really unfortunate for him, and he was near the back, and You know, when you're near the back and you know that you can be up there, it's just when he plays mind games, and sometimes you lose the battle to the mind games, and yeah, you
Proctor got a
just lose the
pretty
game at
decent
frustration.
exit, and Karka wasn't able to get close enough.
This is a battle for the 5th, and Jojo Jitsu is also in the battle here, and he's in the DRS, turning up the DRS, but he's got really low compared to Kaka, and Proctor's got the lowest. And Cruzada dives down the
That
inside.
was
That
a
was
nice one.
good
He
move from
waited
him.
and was patient.
Yeah. And Jojo
Proctor is
Jitsu is
missing
going
left
to
end plate.
try. Oh, that's why he's understeered and given Jojo Jitsu
That's really unlucky.
position. And yeah, that's really unfortunate for him. He was doing a really good job with the hard compounds, and he's unfortunately lost the battle to the guys on pressure, as Mickey Pass has overtaken La, and it seems like it was in the stadium section, which is
Yeah.
amazing. I haven't seen many overtakes there so far today or yesterday, and yeah, he's done it. Nice job from him, and he's already broken the DRS from La. And riding down the orders, everyone's done a one stop, except from the final 2 drivers, who are quite far off compared to Dr.
Is
Haas.
Yotoyusu going for the move now? Yeah. Karkaga was super slow there, most likely saving ERS. But Yotoyusu have
Yeah,
like 13-14% left. That's not
yeah,
much, but
both
it's quite easy to
times.
charge here, yeah?
It is, especially, I mean, you can basically save it all of Sector 2
Yeah.
and all of Sector 3, to be honest. The only time you really have to use it is after the S section, and you just need to defend a bit. So you
Yeah.
don't even really need to go that high, maybe medium high, that's all you really need to defend there. And yeah, I mean, the first 2 straights completely annihilate the RS, but if you know how to control it in the middle sector, then you're all fine. Bizarre not letting Joto
Amir also
Jitsu.
just behind Lori.
Yeah, we're going to see a pretty easy overtake for Amir, as he's the fastest man on track, as you see in the fastest lap. He's got the fastest lap, and now he's in the slipstream of La. Can he make the move down, opening the DRS? He's in overtake mode, and they go move to the inside and brakes a little bit early, but for some reason La goes wide coming out of turn 1 and gives a position to La. No, sorry, to Emir.
And allocate gained one more position on Avin Johnson. Now the gap front of him is 11 seconds, and Proctor, I think he didn't even pit with a broken wing. So it
Yeah,
could be that,
there's
I
not
don't
really a
know.
point, to be honest. I don't see the point of pitting
Yeah,
now, as he can get an
yeah.
easy P7. So
You don't think Alec can, no, he can't.
it doesn't seem possible in the next 4
Yeah,
laps. And
needs a really big mistake.
we can obviously see the penalty situation, so I'm going to check that, and you just tell me if there's any action on track.
Yeah.
Oh, great work from Hasher. 0 warnings, 0 penalties. Great job from him. Mickey has got 4 penalties for Mickey, so
That's not
Amir will
good.
be wanting to do that, and I believe Amir does not have any penalties. He got one on lap 1, but it was a collision and he served it in the pits, I believe.
Karkaka
And
here having a
La,
look on Yotoyuzu now. I don't think he's little contact there, and I think Yotoyuzu actually have spun there, but allowed Proctor to come even closer to them. Alec is
yeah,
closing the gap, but not enough fast. There is only a few laps to 2.5 laps to go, and the gap is still over 10 seconds. So you're right.
the yeah, the battle for 5th is still not over, as Proctor's doing a really good job with that broken front wing.
Yeah.
Who's ahead as Void has now DNF, and I think
Oh,
is in the
that's
pits.
unlucky.
Yeah, it was in the pits.
Oh,
So
there is some. Yoto is going super wide. Does he has damage? No damage.
Johto Jitsu, is, yeah, he's gone off
Oh, but
after the S
Proctor
section.
now he did a mistake and did a little drift there in an entry on the stadium.
Yeah, we've also got a Red Bull of Elvind round coming out of the S section just where Johto did it. So proving difficult for the drivers to
Oh,
control us.
Yoto DNF, and this brings
Oh
Alec on
no,
7th place. And
he's retired in the pits.
oh,
Not sure why he's done that because he was in a really good position to
yeah, there was no
at least get
damage.
top
There was a
10.
little bit fighting and going wide and stuff, but no damage. I think he just thought that he lost so many places and lost the motivation.
Yeah, but there's always, I mean, there was
Yeah, there is
definitely point
always, yeah.
carrying on for him,
It's never a
especially
good
when
thing
you're
to
in the
do.
top 10. And I don't think he had many penalties either, so
Yeah,
he was definitely in a good situation, and I think he was P7 at that
yeah.
point. So maybe he just got frustrated, and yeah, it's
So,
easy to do. As random
seems like
serious takes
HS is running too
part of
easy
that.
win here today, and Amir just got
That's right.
past Mickey.
I mean, unfortunate for random serious not being in the top 10, but he's put in a really good lap. That was
Yeah.
17.3,
He has
so
the pace for one lap, but when it comes to racing, there always he seems to be a little unlucky and maybe lose focus and then start to do mistakes. And
yeah, it's always been a problem of mine. Like my
yeah,
first league race, I had the pace for one lap, I got P2, and then I crashed out about 4 times in a row. So
oh damn.
I guess I just wasn't ready. But,
For me, I
but
think
yeah,
bad luck started in Spa, and after that it's been downhill. Start of the
yeah,
season, usually my start of the season is really bad, but this time start of the season was better than I was thinking, but after that it's been just downhill. But next season is already close and we still have 3 races to go, so
it's been a really class season, a class race for Asher. Great
oh,
win for
Karkar
him.
really close to Lori here, almost
Asher wins the Grand Prix. Great job from
oh, I
him,
missed that totally. But there is a battle going. Good job HA.
and Amir.
HS. Little contact again between the 5th and 6th,
Ooh,
4th.
Mickey has tons of penalties, so will
Let's
Lars
see.
take the podium? This is going to be interesting to see. Will he
I
take it?
think
I
he
think he
will.
will. He
Yeah.
will. Great job from him, and KKK getting P5 and
Proctor still
Boxer
finished on
P6.
P6 with both end plates. No other one was there. And
Okay,
Allocate
comes
could recover.
P7. Good recovery after being half spun on the first corner. And Van Foffelino takes P9 or P8, but then he doesn't because J Boyd takes it on penalties, and we will see Dr. Haas coming around the final corner taking P10. Great race,
It was a lot of action.
and yeah, it was really good and great race from Hasher for the win.
Final
As we can see, the
standings.
Renault driver. I've never seen that flag on the podium before, so yeah, always nice to see something new.
What is that flag?
I'm
It
not
looks
sure.
like Austrian flag, but then there is a Christmas tree.
Maybe they just really like Christmas.
But GG
Um,
podium runners and everyone else. And guys, thank you for tuning in the stream. It's nice to see over 20 guys here chatting all the time.
nice.
And I think there will be like 5 to 10 minutes break and then the race too. So
Hope to see you
remember to
guys
tune
there.
in.
Who's commentating? I believe it's is Robot commentating or has he got Soul Voice?
I'm